Hello and welcome to a stream. Happy Thursday. The week is almost over. How's everybody doing? I'm doing swell. I finished something that I was working really hard on today, and so I am excited. But now I have to do some drawing because the thing I was working on was not drawing. So, as we continue through the Art School for Digital Artists program, to this week's daily is hair drawing. So I'm going to do some more hair drawing for this stream. I might do some other stuff as well. It kind of depends on timing and how things go. Um, but we're going to start with hair probably from the side today because we've drawn some front on hair, so maybe it's time to draw side hair. Um, let's see. Let me get my music going. There we go. Let's switch over to the Clip Studio screen. Here we are with yesterday's Luann platter from memory, which I'm still pretty proud of. I think, again, if we were playing Pictionary, you would know it's Luann. So that's fun. Hopefully I'm audible. As always, if there's any sound trouble, please let me know. And I'm going to start looking for some reference for today's drawings. Probably starting with, I don't know, probably starting with Pinterest. Pinterest seems like a good place to go. Yeah, Pinterest comes up first, so we'll look there. Probably should get some heads drawn to get started so that we have something to draw hair onto. We're going to be continuing to use the head construction method that I learned in the Art School for Digital Artists program, because I guess it works. As always, I'm not totally sure that I'm thrilled with it. But we start with a circle. And then, because we're doing the side of the head, we're going to make a bigger oval than we've been making. And only on one side. Then we're going to do some of these guys, one of these, some of this. If you ever want me to explain what I'm doing in particular and I'm not explaining it, please let me know. I will be happy to try. And there we go. We have a basic head shape. Let's erase some of the extra junk since we're mainly focusing on the hairline. I'm going to leave in where the ear kind of sits. I'm gonna make this a little bigger. And then I'm gonna use my alt drag trick from yesterday to create copies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then as best practice, we're going to label our heads so that we know which one we're looking at. So let me rename these layers. It's a 50-50 whether or not I do layer renaming in a drawing. A lot of times I don't, but it really is the best practice to name your layers so that you don't have to do the what layer is that hunt. Alright, and then I'll do one layer of numbers so that we have numbers to refer to them by. There we go. Now on to head 1, and let's find some sort of side hair to draw. Here's something I can maybe work with. Okay. So this one kind of starts with like a 2D shape, it says. Let's make it kind of sharp looking. And let's clean out these inside lines. And then next suggestion is to give it 3D strands. So like do that. Give me one of those. Hit me with one of these. Maybe put a line in there. One of these. Now this looks a little challenging. And yeah. And then we'll just put in some lines. That's pretty serviceable. It's not bad. I'm not mad at it. let's go ahead and actually like fit the ear in here in case we come back to drawing on this. Now that does look a little weird. Let me do one of these. I'm not sold on this ear, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about the ear. We're not drawing ears today. This isn't ear drawing practice. This is hair drawing practice. We're drawing hair. Kingdom Hearts music, despite being old, never gets old. Well, specifically Simple and Clean. I am famously a hater of Sanctuary. Not that Sanctuary is actually a bad song, it's just I don't like it. Alright, let's do this. We're doing a 3D shape again. And Somebody iru kara kimi to you. And then we're doing one of these and one of this. Then we're gonna erase some interior lines, I think. Oh, nani yokutate, Shinji kiranaide. Ani iru kara kimi to you. Alright, now it wants me to draw strands. So we start here. And make that more strandy. Hit it with one of these. And then I don't like that shape. Like, that's the shape that it's doing, but I hate it. That's okay. It's coming together, actually. Never mind. Actually, I'm going to keep the little line because I like when they have the line. And then we're going to do like a little curly strand. And Yeah, that works. We're not going to worry about the ear again. We're just not going to worry about that. Y'all know he got an ear. Okay, I want to try. This one's not facing the same direction as my others. So I'm going to try and draw it anyway, but in reverse. So let's see if I can do that. And if it fails horribly, then it's fine. So basically, we've got an angle, we've got a flat, then we've got a swoop D, whoop, something like that. And then we go up and up, over, down, and back. Then we're gonna erase the interior lines. Uh-oh, we might have erased an important line. We'll see. Okay, that goes that way, so this goes this way. Moichiro. Ihino no hyonu taketo. Kimi wo. No temo ihino no hyonu taketo. Oh, hang on. So actually we do like one of these. And then this is interesting. We do like this. And then like a triangle. And then a down. Interesting, interesting. I am flipping this drawing without flipping this drawing, so this is a bit of a challenge. Make the drawing harder on myself challenge. Impossible. Okay. He's got one of these guys, one of these. I don't think this is coming out as successfully as hair number 1 and hair number 2, but that's okay. We learn and adapt. And then on the other side, interesting. They kind of just went with make it pointy. Yeah. I don't like number 3. I think I did a bad job with number 3. It also looks kind of like a weird combo of 1 and 2. But we look for another reference and we move on because there was only that many here. Do I keep drawing short hair or do I switch to longer hair? Decisions, decisions. Uh-huh. Got distracted. Sorry about that. Where did I put chat? There you are, chat. Longer hairstyle, maybe? No, I think we do a man bun next. That's what we do. That looks like fun. Oops, we're on the wrong layer, Kronk. The wrong layer. Now we're on the right layer, and it's fine. Let's try again. Let's try again. Hup, hup, whoop, and swoop. Let's erase some interior lines for a minute. And toe tail. It probably doesn't have to look like that. It can probably look like a regular circle. I don't know why I drew it like that. Yeah, that's better. I think that the way we've been drawing these, you would still see a little bit of on this side, but we'll see. Now we need to create strands. And then where does that come from? Like right about here? Oops. Oh, I forgot. This guy's got a mustache that we can draw on. That's probably a little low, but we'll live. We can move it digitally later. Then add some details. Let me move this, actually. It's going to bother me. And boop. When Utada Hikaru said Umbaya, Mungaya, Mungaya, Maya, Maya, Mungaya, I felt that. I may have drawn this and put it back in the exact same spot. Don't worry about it. Let's add some details. Okay. Basically, shape language. And then let me and then we can add let's get a little eraser action in here. Wrong layer comp, possibly. Let's get rid of that. This gives us an actual like point. Jiboom, whoa. And then some details. Boo, whoa. Whoa. I like number 4. This was fun. My mustache still looks a little low. Let me see. Because if we were to... I think the other eyebrow would be like right there. Let me... You know what? Maybe it's not bad. Maybe the placement is okay. We will take this face off for now. We'll see if he becomes someone we put a face on later. Really, I'm trying to get down a feel for how hair flows in a drawing. I know how to draw hair in realism, but drawing it in a more stylized fashion, I understand less. So I'm working on it. Especially like anime style hair. Hello, good day, night, or evening. How are you doing, Tico? Can I call you Tico? Welcome in. We're drawing hair today. Cool. I like to make sure I'm not butchering people's usernames. I'm doing swell. I've had a really good day. And now I'm using a stream to kind of wind down into my evening. Let's go back. Maybe we'll find a long hairstyle to do. or a longer hairstyle to do. It's currently night for you, 2 a.m. I see. Night owl or just up late for once? Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Let's get on the correct layer. I don't think that looks realistic. I don't think that looks realistic. That might. Insomnia and Night Owl. I want to read and maybe play some Pokemon Sword soon. Oh, that sounds fine. I occasionally stay up late and try to reclaim my day. But then I pass out pretty soon after. This is all going to be covered up this time. And let's see. This would... I'm trying to flip another hairstyle from a drawing that I'm looking at. We may or may not succeed. You may pass out soon as well. No worries, no worries. Make sure you get some good sleep if you do. And thank you for that follow. We primarily do art here, but sometimes we play games with our friends. Okay, this isn't atrocious yet. It's not great, but we're not totally off track. We've done like the basic shape. Now we need to create strands. Ooh, voice acting sounds cool. I am not a huge fan of my own voice, so I don't think I could do voice acting. Let's see. And then there was like one that's curling under. And my children. And let's just do... that doesn't look right. Oh, you learned it because you don't like the sound of your own voice. Interesting. Is it helping? And thank you for the hydrate. Tonight we have water from the kitchen. And a little curvy strand here. Wanna... Yeah, I mean, I can sound like an anime girl or a Pokemon if I want, or go a bit deeper. Hey, being able to change up your voice is fun. Um, I pretty much have the one and stick to it. This doesn't look as fluffy as the hair that I'm looking at. This looks a lot like number 2. Let me try something. No, I don't think that helped. I'm not giving up, though. I need to only work on. I need only to work on my high voice. That I can do it longer without drinking much. I see. I need to work on my recorded speaking voice, like when I'm reading from a script, so that it doesn't sound so much like I'm reading from a script. I think maybe if we. No. Oh, no worries. Your English is pretty good from what I can see. Yeah, I'm going to take these off because I don't think they're helping. Now we're supposed to turn this into the details. Make it nice and flowy. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. Let's see. Mm-hmm. I think that we kind of already did make it as flowy as we could because I was looking at the wrong picture. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this particular hair drawing here. For that, you could try to slightly memorize it, and then where parts you feel is off, use the part you memorized and speak with your mind. It's hard to describe through text. I think I get what you're saying, though. Yeah. Spacetime Emporium, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We mostly do art here, but sometimes we play games with our friends. Today we're drawing hair. Or trying to. I had the same issue, but now I can do it almost perfectly. I watched a lot of animators who do their scripts and tried to slightly learn how they do it. Ah, I see. Yeah, when I write my script, I try to signal to myself what words I would naturally speak in what way. Um, but if I'm in a hurry, it doesn't work. All right, let's find another hair reference and move on to head number 6. Maybe we find one that's at the same angle I've drawn this head. I also talk pretty fast naturally, so slowing down so people can understand me is a skill. Okay, here, maybe I can draw one of these. This is a TikTok. I can't enlarge this. Okay, we're getting into unrelated territory here. Let's go back. I'm lurking while doing some art of my own. Have fun learning hair. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Good luck with your art. When I'm in a hurry or flustered or something and speak English, I suddenly use German words or too much speaking with my hands. I speak with my hands a lot in English. I find myself doing it even when I'm not recording myself. Let me try to draw this one, even though I'm going to have to flip it. All right, we're on head 6. We're on head 6. Let's see. All right. First up, we've got like a... We got one of these. I don't think it really looks like that, but... And then we've kind of got like a secondary piece right here. And then the side that is facing us. And it circles back. Does this. Does one of these. Becomes a shape. And I think that's the basic shape. Your first language is German. Sometimes in long conversation, I also use German words or my German accent comes out too much and people can't understand me anymore. That's cool. German is one of the languages that I have not looked into. I took Spanish when I was in high school and I studied Japanese in college. But don't ask me to speak either. I'm very rusty. Yeah, learning Japanese was really fun. I wish I had paid a little more attention in Spanish. It would be useful for me, but it's fine. This looks like Play-Doh hair. I don't like this. You don't want to look into German. Germans can't even understand their own language sometimes. That's fair. I mean, my first language is English, which is 3 or 4 languages in a trench coat. So that's fun. I think that I can make the strands look nicer. I might be on hard mode before I need to be. I maybe should be trying to look for heads that are facing the direction I need them to be in. Oh, thank you again for the hydrate. But I appreciate that this tutorial here included a basic facial hair drawing. I think something we miss out on in anime style a lot is beards. Okay, so this one actually makes like shapes with the beard down here. He's kind of got a mullet going on, but it's fine. It's a hairstyle. It's not what it looks like in the picture, but that's okay. I mean, my own VTuber model has hair that I have trouble drawing, so we really need all the practice we can get. I think what I'll do when I finish this page is make a page of heads facing the other direction so I can go back and try these ones that I flipped mentally. Did I look up men's hairstyles specifically? No, I didn't. Oh, I did. Oops. I was like, why am I not getting any lady hairstyles? It's because I didn't look them up. Hmm. I think only older anime characters really have a beard instead of younger ones because of the face shape they use to make a character younger or older. So I think that's why there are not many anime beard styles. Only my thinking, I could be wrong though. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that with some exceptions, they tend to skew guys younger in anime. Um, and as a person who ages myself, I would like to see some older faces sometimes. Um, it seems like the only options you get are teenager or old dude. Where's my middle range? This is like the fourth time Simple and Clean is played in my playlist today. Does the universe want me to play Kingdom Hearts? Could be. I'm more of a Kingdom Hearts enjoyer than a person who plays Kingdom Hearts, though. I like to watch other people play it because I like the story, even though the story is really convoluted. Let's move on to Head 7. And let's see what we got. I never played it or watched it much. That's fair. I feel like it's a series that a lot of people have nostalgia for. So I'm not sure what the typical age range on a Kingdom Hearts game is. All right. Let's see. If we do this and this. Shinji Kiranaire Tokinate Sobani Irukara Kimi to you. Mayonakani. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. I don't like this. Oh, apologies. Ads are starting shortly if you're not already in them. Yokutate Shinji Kiranaire. Ads are running. There they go. All right, just two more heads to draw in the short hairstyle category. Then we can. Oh, I want to try this. I do remember that. All right. Wrong layer. Or, well, not wrong layer. We were on the wrong head. No, I don't think we would. I think this would be like that. Then we could add some strands in there or some detail to make it look a little better. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Hopefully, ads were okay. Never was a big fan of Disney, just some older movies I liked. I was more of a Ghibli type, watching that a lot. I like both. My favorite Ghibli movie is kind of generic, but it's still Spirited Away. Um, I know that's not a very original choice, but I love Spirited Away. It's so good. Let's see. All right, ninth hair. Let's go. We can do this. Oh, wait, Tsubasa, Kimi Masukoshi. Yours is My Neighbor Totoro. My Neighbor Totoro is also good. I have never seen Kiki's Delivery Service, but I would like to. Mm. Here, let's try this one. Sorry, I needed to look if the English name was the same as in German. Ah, I see, I see. Alright. We have the right facing head direction this time. So maybe we can draw this hairstyle. Alright, so first up is there's like a this and one of these. And it's going to come up and swoop. And it's going to go down and swoop. Let's see, we do this. We draw that wrong. Then we've got kind of a back of the head piece that does like this, and then one of these. And yep. Oh, I see. I didn't think about Spirited Away having a different name. I wonder what the Japanese title is. And let's just go around there. All right. So we're gonna have a curly piece. And then a couple of more curly pieces. And let's do the ear like that. And do the back of the head like this. Yeah. Lisa, welcome in. How are you? Welcome to a drawing stream. Sen Toshihiro no Kamikakushi. Oh, I see. And then this side has like that. Tired at the moment, but yeah. Understandable. Hope you're having a good day, Lisa. And something that I like that I see here is a couple of just loose strands. All right, folks, we have drawn 9 men's hairstyles. What's your favorite? I think my favorite's probably 4 or 6. Mama Waddles, welcome in. Drewski, welcome in. Hello, Uwu, Mr. President. Let me fix my model if it's doing anything weird. Nope, we're good. It's just wearing a wig now. Where did I put chat? Come back, chat. Dang, they all look good. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Mama Waddles. We've been working hard here. I think Doodle Woo just got redeemed. So let me help him up. There we go. Now he can see over the tablet. He's back. He's ready to go. That's really funny. I should put a step stool PNG in the scene so that he can stand on it when I'm doing streams. That's really funny. Just this massive wig floating behind the tablet. Yes. The wig is still on. We're about to switch to doing some lady hairstyles. Or I should say longer hairstyles. They're not restricted to ladies. But I accidentally looked up men's hairstyles only when I was searching Pinterest earlier, and then about 7 heads in, I was like, why are there no longer hairstyles? And I was like, oh, I see. I'm gonna be Lurk. Thank you for the Lurk, Mama Waddles. All right, it's time to draw another sheet of heads. I gotta muster up the energy. Let me go see if I have a snack right quick. I will be right back. Actually, let me get water. Alright, I'm back, y'all. I am just going to have this pudding real quick because I'm hungry. And then I will resume drawing. Hungry indeed, Lisa. But I have chocolate pudding, so I will not be hungry for long. Thank you for the alert. pudding. Okay. After eating the pudding, let me go throw the pudding away before it gets on my desk. Then I will be back for real. All right. Officially back. And refreshed and ready to do another page. Blue. Let me make a folder for these. And oops, I got a little bit of pudding on my tablet. That's not good. Clean that right up. You know what? Let me do the research first. Let me find out what direction most of the hair I'm going to draw is facing, and then I'll draw the face facing that way. Yeah, just a little pudding tablet. Just a little. All right, what direction are these faces facing? A lot of from the front for women's hairstyles. Let me... Here we go. That is like a TikTok that I can't... I've already been trapped by that once. I'm not getting a lot of results that I like that way. What I really am looking for is women with their head turned to 3/4. I guess. Let's start a new layer. Let me turn the numbers layer off so that I'm not looking at it. Actually, I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to draw the head. We're going to draw the oval. And we're going to half it. And half it. And whoop the whoop. We're going to give them a smaller chin. And we're going to get rid of the lines that aren't relevant. There we go. As before, I'm going to make it a little larger. Then I'm going to grab the move tool and use the same trick. And now we got to name all the heads. Head 1, head 2, head 3, head 4, wrong layer cronk, head 5, head 6, head 7, head 8, head 9. There we go. Now they're all named. We can grab our drawing tool and we can start drawing. Alright, I'm going to draw one of the only ones I see that's from the front right now. Or that's from, like, this angle. Then it's curving down. And then it is curving around. Then let's put some details in. I think that's better. Not bad for our first longer hairstyle of the day, I think. I think this is acceptable. I don't think it's necessarily good. That's better. Yeah, that's workable. Let's see. Let me find another reference. That looks nice, but I don't know what that would look like from the side. Hmm. We're just going to try some stuff too and see if it works. This is very Shurjan kinda. Does it look better with the part? I think so. I think we're definitely improving our hair as we draw this, so I think we're getting better. Oh, okay. Let me try that. Let me try that for head 3. Let me erase this line. That's better. Let's see. Let's keep looking. Well, that's cool, but I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that yet. Let me move heads 4, 5, and 6. Wrong tool. Down. Yep. Let me move the... Alright. This hair has kind of a part there, and then becomes like a bayang, like here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we've got a bunch of strokes to back there. Where we've got, let's put in these little sprigs of hair. And then there should be an ear in between here. And then this side is more ordinary looking. Hmm. I don't think this looks exactly like the hair that I'm looking at, but I think it is hair nonetheless. I think it's supposed to be like she's got it tied up partially in the back here. But number 3, I want to clean up number 3 a little. Yeah. Let me save. I haven't saved at all today. And let's move on to head 5. As we continue to look through Pinterest for a hairstyle. Oh, we can try this. Yeah. Alright, so we're starting with a bang. The bang has a part, and that goes round like this. And then she's got a big hair that goes round and round and then down. And no, it's more. It's larger. It's like this. And then she's got big pieces. The big pieces go round. And she's got like a skinny piece that I just didn't draw correctly. Yeah. Once again, it is a hairstyle. I'm not sure if it looks great, but it looks okay. I think that some of these should come off and down. Let's see, what else we got? What else we got? Maybe a ponytail or a pigtail style or something should be next. Number 6, we might just freestyle and see what we come up with. I probably should have started with the part. That was my mistake. Whatever I have done here, though, I don't like it. I know that the advice for drawing hair is to think of like ribbons, and it works, but I feel like if you get too into the ribbon thing, it doesn't look very good. Like, I think this does not look very good. But we were trying something, and it just didn't work. Would lines help? Like, if I put a couple of lines in here and try to soften it, although I like the spiky shape language. I don't know, I don't think this really helps. This kind of looks like Sephiroth got a bad haircut at a Great Clips. I'm not sure about this one. Let's look for another style to draw. A lot of the styles I'm seeing on the Pinterest are the same. Let me move the last 3 heads down a little bit so I have a little more room to work. Maybe I get too caught up in drawing hair details before it's time to draw them. Maybe that's part of my problem. Katza, welcome in. How was your calculus test? Hopefully it was fine. We're drawing more hair. So tired, so fair. Well, I appreciate you coming in to hang out, but if you need to go rest, please do that. I understand needing to take a break. Honestly, this is relaxing. Bet. Okay. I don't know how much longer we have on tonight. Um, but this is where we're at. We're drawing longer hairstyles. I'm about to look for a reference for number 8. Oh, this one I can do, I think. Bet. I said number 6. 6 was giving Sephiroth got a bad haircut at Great Clips. Alright, let's do this. She's got little curly alien bang. Thank you for redeeming Bellar. Where the hell you been, Loca? Let's erase the skull because we don't need that. Don't need the skull anymore. Let's put in these pieces of hair. Yeah. And then on this side, we got bigger and more of them. And then right about here where the ear would be, it switches into being a down hairstyle. And over here, we're doing a similar thing. Nasukero. I don't like the way this looks on the side. Let me do something about it. It's a little better. It's giving George Washington wig a little bit, but it's okay. We learn and we move on. All right, I need like one more. Well, that's pretty, but I don't think I can do that. I can see that. I can see that it reminds you of The Witcher. Ooh, actually, it's about 9:30, so I think it's probably time for me to wrap up. But let's take a look at what we've done today. Let me put this in a folder. And oop. All right. So today we've tackled some long hairstyles and profile, which I think we had some success with. I like number 1. I like number 5. I have mixed feelings about the rest. Number 8 is maybe okay. Before we did long hair, we did short hair. You honestly like all of them? Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm really improving at hair drawing fast. But for our men's hairstyles today, or short hairstyles, I feel like we slayed a little bit. I'm particularly fond of 4 and 6. I love 4 on the short haired side because that's a good mustache. Thank you. Um, we really tried to nail draw a basic shape, make strands, do details as our hair pattern today. I feel like I am eventually going to be able to draw Snoo's hair because the hair on this model is cursed and I am unable to draw it well. But I feel like after all this practice, maybe we'll get there. All right, folks. Let me see. Let me see who's live that we can write into. Hmm. I'm not seeing any homies live doing something that I think would be nice to rate into. Um, so we may just call stream here for today, which is also fine. I appreciate every one of you that comes to hang out with me during these streams. Let me snooze the ad break. Hang on. Oh God. There we go. I snoozed the ad break. We're good. We're good. I appreciate everyone coming to hang out with me on these streams, especially when we're just doing things like chill hair practice. I will be back with a scheduled stream on Sunday. We'll probably do an art fight attack on Sunday. I may have a stream in between, but it will be, I don't know when. So if you don't follow me on X or Blue Sky, try one of those platforms to see if I have any off schedule streams. But otherwise, I will be back on Sunday. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.